What's going on, everybody? My name is Kronos and welcome to my movement tech guide for Deadlock. Today I'm going to be bringing you some movement techniques that will hopefully make you a masterful mover and help you unlock more that this game has to offer. I'll be bringing you a series of different things. Some of it is going to be basic just to cover the bases, and some of it is going to be a little bit more up there, a lot of button presses and concepts and things you need to be doing. So you'll see on the right side I have my keys. Hopefully that'll help illustrate my points. I am a self-proclaimed movement god. I love movement in video games. I used to play Gears of War a lot. I loved wall bouncing. That was the coolest thing. Been a Counter-Strike player for 10 plus years now. I've done plenty of KZ maps and I have hundreds of hours in Surf. I really like movement in games. I think it's cool that you can unlock different levels to the game with your movement. So just to cover the bases real quick, just so we're all on the same page, space to jump, space twice to double jump. This consumes 1 stamina bar. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna have fast stamina on, but everything still applies because you can only have so many dashes and jumps in air without having certain abilities. I have my crouch bound to the side of my mouse, so for other people, or for you, it will be control or whatever you have it mapped to. And then other than that, normal, everything else is normal. Shift to dodge. So when you do a dash and crouch, you get a slide. We've covered this in my last video. This is obviously very basic too. And when you slide, you get an unlimited ammo proc. Next, if you do a dash and a jump at the very end, and you slide to get some more distance, you can unlock your dash jump. This is, again, very basic. If you actually paid attention to the how to play the game resources that they give you, which a lot of people don't in the very beginning because you're just more focused on playing the game, this is also there. But I can't tell you how long I went without using that. Now your dash jump can be coupled with Kintech dash, which if you actually read it and pay attention to it, your dash jump does not cost an extra stamina. You gain fire rate and bonus ammo. Now, I, again, can't tell you how long I bought this for because guides would tell me to buy it. I didn't read it because I'm dumb and was just wasting money on it. You'll see it's activated when you get that little pop-up. And if you look down in the bottom left screen, you'll see that it recharges. It's about a 10-second recharge. So that might have been a little bit all at once. Dash slide. Dash jump. Dash, jump, slide. All of these dash abilities are omnidirectional, so if you want to go backwards and do your dash jump, you can do that. If you want to go sideways and do your dash jump, you can do that. It's obviously kind of like a little awkward sometimes, but, you know, you do you. You'll figure it out. Now, personally, I think the dash jump is great for an initiate or a retreat. If you're trying to get away from somebody and you at least have that item, you can really get away from somebody quick and put the juke on them. But the same thing goes for an initiate. So you'll see I've got a good example for you. Geist is really low. She's hanging back by the shop. I use my dash jump to clear past her and avoid the guardian as much as possible. And another dash slide to proc my limited ammo since I'm low. Clear the kill and get out. Easy peasy. You can really move in some weird ways in this game. And the biggest thing I would say is wait until the very end of your dash. For the jump, you have to do it like just a second before. Now for your dash slide, you should really wait until the end to slide. That's how you get the most velocity out of your movement. But I mean, you can go straight into it, and as soon as you let go of it, it's gonna cancel out. Now the next little piece of tech I want to talk about is your stair slides. I know a lot of people are already doing this, but I feel like it's worth covering. So if you slide down the stairs, you can really put the hammer on these turrets if you don't have a lot of ammo. And that's just done by walking up, you press W, and then press crouch and S at the same time. There is a bit of a timing to it, and like you can just go to the top and slide back down, and then slide up, and you know, you can really just kind of do whatever your heart feels like. And here again, just in game to show you what it looks like. I mean, you can really chunk these turrets down quickly. I mean, I've got it down to less than half at under 3 minutes. You can really double up your magazine pretty easily. Now, that was basic. This, again, is basic, but this is something nobody uses. And a lot of the other movement guides I watched did not mention this. And I thought it was crazy because it's kind of OP when you have a character that doesn't have I mean, if you didn't have this transit line here, how are you going to get up there? Well, if you use your wall jump, which was added to the game recently, if you jump towards a wall and then press S and jump again, you'll do a wall jump. And if you pay attention to your stamina, you'll see it does not cost a stamina bar. So when you have no stamina, it really helps you get around. Now, again, there are plenty of these ropes and things to get up there, but when you're in a tough situation, sometimes that's not an option. So again, if you walk up and press the adjacent button to the one you were pressing, you get a wall jump when you're close to a wall. I have used this to get away from enemies before, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I miss this, for whatever reason, when I'm getting chased, I can't ever grab this goddamn rope. Against that, this is a little bit more advanced. This is something you really gotta use and like know how to do and hope you hit it right the first time. So I guess it's worth practicing because it is just kind of like awkward. Like it's definitely easy to miss. You have to be right up against the wall, but because it doesn't take a stamina bar away from you, I mean, you get so much vertical leap out of this that's crazy. If you see right here, after I get these 2 kills, it shows a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I missed the rope, but I actually hit the wall jump and managed to evade the mole man. I corner glitch him right here. I see he's coming. I think, oh shit. Wall bounce, boom, I'm gone. Leave him in the dust. He's clueless, no clue. Use a dash jump to get off, and I'm outie. So when you couple that with something like superior stamina, if you pay attention, it gives you +3 stamina, which is huge, but it also increases the number of your air dashes and air jumps that can be performed before landing from 1 to 2. So this gives you a triple jump. But to show you how you can benefit from wall jumping with this perk, because you get that extra air dash, you can get all the way up to this roof. But if you don't wall jump, the highest you're going to get is the transit line. So again, if you were somewhere that didn't have a transit line, a rope, anything else, or you just want to cross the map quickly and maybe hop over a building, when you have superior stamina, you get so much out of it. I mean, that's crazy. You can just straight jump off the ground straight to the top of that building. That is something that can really help you out. That's something that I saw other people ignore or didn't get mentioned. So like, maybe it was because the video was made before that was added, but that is something that I really wanted to highlight because I think it's crazy. So again, if you go press the adjacent key, you get a wall jump. It does not cost a stamina bar. When you do that wall jump, essentially gives you a 4th jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can vault when you get to the top of the building. While we're up here, we'll cover the ledge drop. This is another one that I have seen people cover, but I totally missed it for forever. I feel like I never see people do this in game, but it is the ledge drop or the air drop, which looks like this. It costs 1 stamina bar when you do it, and you can do it twice while you're in the air. This is done by pressing crouch twice. While you're in air, falling off a building, being chased. But aside from doing it when you're dropping off a ledge, you can also do this whenever you're just running around. If you're in the air, you can still go down. You can always press crouch twice as long as you have the stamina, and you will dash downwards. This is very helpful for some characters like maybe Grey Talon. So to get out of there quicker, you can use your air dodge, or rather your downward dodge. Again, this is done by pressing crouch twice and costs 1 stamina bar. Now we're going to go over some transit line tech. A couple things. Coming from the ground, it does not cost any stamina to get up there, but it does cost 1 bar to get back on if you are currently riding and hop off. The transit line also resets your air dash. So if you jump, oh no, we're out. You go back to the line, you get all your air dashes back, so long as you have the stamina that you need. This can be super helpful for characters like Lash and Abrams. And currently in the game, whether it is intended or not, if you are riding the transit line and you press space to get off, you have air friction that causes you to slow down. But if you exit with crouch, you don't get the air friction. So this might be changed later on, but this is just a minor optimization that can help you get a little bit more out of your spacing and movement. Next, we're gonna go over a couple of the key items that I think you need to be buying basically on every character. They really make a difference when you're trying to get around, especially late game. And the very bare minimum, you should be buying superior stamina, kind tick dash. Early game, you should be buying sprint boots.
Stay safe out there.
And mid game, you should pick up enduring speed.
If you need more protection, you know where to find them.
Now, there are a couple other ones that you can buy, and I would just stick to what your build recommends. But those, I think, are must-haves, especially superior stamina. I hate not having it. It kind of drives me crazy. And this giving you an extra stamina bar, I think you should pick these up on pretty much every character. I mean, some of them you don't need. It's obviously a situational thing, but because I like to move around, I buy these so I can have fun while I'm playing. You can clear this entire distance from this guardian to this guardian without touching the ground. I don't know about you, but that's pretty crazy to me. So you really can get around and close some big distances. I hope that you could take something away from this and apply it to your game and your movement. I love movement in games. I think it's really cool. I think what they've done with the movement in this game is really awesome. There's a lot you can do with it, and it's just cool. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. If you feel like liking the video, I would appreciate it. The reception on my first two videos have been very good, and I really appreciate it. I've got way more likes and views than I ever would have thought would happen, at least for months on end. Thank you for watching. I've been Kronos, and I'll see you next time for some more Deadlock.